They play SHG tomorrow at the Taylorville tournament, but I can't let you know what time.
Railers will start with the basketball, moving right to left. Isaac Dewberry getting the start, has his shot rejected away, and they'll trail out of bounds. The Railers will keep it. So the same starters for the Railers, with the exception of Isaac Dewberry out there for Colton Holiday. So Isaiah Bowers, Ben Grunder, Jermaine Hamlin, Titus Cannon, and the sophomore Dewberry for the Railers.
Well, what you don't want to see is Isaac not go back in there just because he got his shot blocked. You see that all the time where guys get really timid about going back in there after he's just gotten his shot blocked.
And we've got a hold underneath, and it looks like it was Campion.
Yeah, nice job too that's probably one of the first times I've seen Jermaine really post strong. That time he was down, his knees were bent. He was using his whole big body, and a good job and got the foul.
First foul on Campion, first on the Bulldogs here in the second half. Dewberry back on top to Cannon. Cannon top of the key, hands to Bowers. Over in the corner, Isaac sets, high arcing three is good.
Nice, he likes that corner too. Jeff, I believe this is where he hit his on this end, there right in front of the water cooler of the Railer bench. That's just travel, isn't it?
Ball tipped away. Dewberry comes across the timeline with it. Back out to Grunder. Swings it across far side in the wing to Isaiah. Picks up his dribble. Isaac, another one. Same
Isaac.
Corner. No, won't go down. And Jermaine's going to get whistled for coming over the back of Campion. Jermaine just picked up his third. You can't blame Isaac for hitting that shot because we've seen Railers throughout the year. When they start hitting them, that's the plan. Just keep feeding them.
Yeah.
And it was a good look. It just rebounded off on the weak side. And good job by Campion when he boxed out Jermaine. And Hamlin picks up his third. Holiday in for him.
Yeah, and I think as Jermaine gets a little bit older and a little more experience, he will, there's times where you're just beat. And that time he got boxed out well and tried to go over the back and picks up his third. So he's got to be a little smarter, and I think with experience that will come.
Coleman comes down on this end with a little floater that got a nice bounce. Make it 24-23. Railer lead is at 1. 6.5 to go, third quarter of action. Railers and Mahomet, one of these teams, will leave here with their first loss of the season. Isaiah, corner three, connect.
Isaiah just doesn't like the first half. Started out good here in the third quarter on Wednesday. Did not make a three in the first half, and then buried about three in a row. And now he gets one here in a tie-up, and not the turnover, but we got a tie-up. The ball will stay with Mahomet, but a good job by the pressure of Grunder and Cannon.
Minute 50 gone by in the third quarter, Josh, and one thing that's very apparent, the intensity for the guys in white has been notched up a little bit.
Well, I think basically Coach Al said if you don't, you're going to come visit me for more time than you really want to. So that was probably a point of emphasis in the locker room. And, it's one thing if these Railers do get a halftime speech like that, but it's also you got to put it in play.
No on top. Benedict's three off the left side. No. Fight for the rebound. There's Dewberry comes out
there,
strong.
Yeah. Boy, it's a refreshing sight to see someone just go up and get it at his size and
no effort.
A lot of ability there. Yeah, you're right.
5.5 to go. Railers with the ball, up 4. Third quarter of action. Dewberry, top of the key, lost it, had it taken away by No. 2-on-2, Titus gets back on defense, but No strong enough to hold him off. No lays it up and in, and quickly a timeout is taken by Mahomet-Seymour. Just a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here and take time to thank once again some of our sponsors, including the Eaton Corporation, Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, and Lincoln Printers, bringing you this game and each and every game for the Railers. 5:23 to go. Railers on top, 27-25. And, obviously you look up the scoreboard, Isaac with 8 points. He leads the team. But even if those points hadn't been there, there's just an energy. And it's something when somebody unexpected comes in off the bench and gives you energy. And maybe it kind of puts a little bit for the starters and the regulars that have been in going, boy, there's somebody who really wants to be out here. Maybe I need to step it up a bit.
Well, yeah, you're right. And it's just someone new, and the guys kind of feed off that, and that should be really the job of the seniors, is to bring that point across. And right now, a sophomore is doing it. They brought a little life, a couple threes, a couple baskets, a couple big rebounds, and whatever it takes, this team needs.
So after the timeout by Mahomet, Railers with the basketball. Isaiah holds near the volleyball line, guarded by Benedict. Right side to Dewberry. Dewberry back on top to Cannon. Now they swing it left side through Holiday. Grunder now with the touch. Hands off the free throw line to Isaiah, top of the key. Well, I'll tell you one thing. We've talked about it most of the season and where the Railers are getting their shots. Mahomet's really pushed the Railers out on offense.
Yeah, you're right. And we saw a lot of that last year where we were just pushed so far out away from the basket that, one, you're not in shooting range, and two, it takes you so long to get to the basket because you're 30 feet from it. So, again, as you said, they've pushed us out. Not a lot of penetration toward the basket right now. A lot of passing around the perimeter.
Grunder almost lost it. Now back out to Cannon. Railers being very patient on offense.
Yeah, I think there's sometimes the Railers get a little impatient and will take an inadvertent shot.
Cannon down the lane out to Grunder. Holiday will drive in. Nice strong move with the left hand, and he got the roll.
Yeah, good move by Doc Holiday, and got in the middle and used that left hand and that strength. He got right through the middle and was able to put it up on the rim. Got the friendly roll.
Halfway through the third, Railer lead is 4, 29-25. Benedict. Jumper on the way from No, left it short. Rebound to Grunder, out to Isaiah, 1-on-3. Isaiah's going to back it up just a little bit. Hand to Grunder.
Bravo.
Yeah, I
think
was
so.
waiting for the whistle, too.
Yeah, me too.
Isaiah gets by his defender. Needs some help. Hands off to Dewberry on the right side. Isaac down the lane with the finger roll.
Yeah, with some speed, too, Jeff. That's some speed of getting, 2 dribbles from about 2 steps behind the three-point line, and he was already all the way to the basket. And that's, that's what you look for in a drive, is the least amount of dribbles and the least amount of steps, and Dewberry covered a lot of ground there.
Railers up 31-25 off the glass, count it, and good for Benedict. 31-27. Pretty nice, your first varsity action, your first points, and first player in double figures in the game.
Yeah.
Isaac with 10.
Huge lift off the bench. We talked about that talented sophomore class that Coach Al can go to, that Coach Greg Alexander will have all season long.
Coach Benedict for Mahomet's got to be like, we scouted these guys the first 2 nights. Where was he?
Well, and he worried, too, a little bit about his fatigue factor now. He hasn't played a game yet.
Isaiah from the baseline, no good. Good job of boxing out by Benedict. Head quickly, here comes Mahomet. They've got numbers. Kick it ahead to No. No, way behind the backboard. Too far behind the backboard. Couldn't get a good angle. Missed the shot. Rebound down to Holiday for the Railers. 2:15 to go third. Lincoln still up 4 at 31-27.
Yeah, still not a lot of fluidity out of the offense. A lot of passing, a lot of dribbling around, a couple drives to the basket, but that's about it.
Isaac pull up with the dribble now to Bowers. Grunder's going to go baseline. Knocked out of bounds. Will stay with the Railers. Sloan in. Tate replacing.
Someone's got to go out, right? Well, we only got 5 out there. Somebody went to the locker room or something.
Baseline No. And looking out there, I don't see Isaiah, as No with the nifty shot goes off the glass and in. 31-29.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. Guys don't get a rebound and go all the way against the Railer 1-2-2, and that time No got the rebound and went all the way to the basket.
Grunder pulls up from 15 and answers. 33-24. So yeah, as we said, and again there's No. Boy, about the time you look up from writing one score down, he's down the other end and just walking right down defensively.
And nobody laid him out, nobody fouled him, no nothing, just right down the middle of the lane for an easy basket. And that, as we just talked about the first time, it does happen now, I guess, 2 times in a row for No.
33-31, Railer lead is at 2. We're under a minute to go. As we said, when Tate Sloan came in, Isaiah did not go to the bench. It looked like he headed back to the locker room. So we'll see how things go for Isaiah. Dewberry, a high arcing three, front of the rim, no. Colton the rebound, and now you think maybe one with 35 seconds to go in the third.
Yeah, I think you see some gassed Railers out there right now. Grunder looks, Dewberry tugging on the shorts too. So if Coach can get out of here with a one shot and take that lead into the fourth quarter, he'll take it.
Isaiah is now back on the bench. He's returned from the locker room. Down to 15. Railers will have the ball to start the fourth, so this is a big stretch of the game right here. 5 seconds. Got to do something with it. Grunder with an awkward-looking shot. That's no good. Rebound down to no, and that's how the third will end. Railers are up, but it's just by one. It's Lincoln 33, Mahomet-Seymour 31. We'll be back with the fourth in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. Getting ready to start the fourth quarter of action. Bowers, Sloan, Grunder, Dewberry, Holiday on the floor for the Railers. The ball and a 2-point lead as we start Apollo Conference play for the Railers for the first time.
Yeah, we'll see if the Railers can put together good solid fourth quarter offensively and defensively here. You're going to need it. You know the Bulldogs are going to ratchet up that defense.
Well, I will let you know that Corey No scored 6 in a row for the Bulldogs, and we know what he's capable of doing. We've seen it in this tournament for 2 years. Tate looked at a three, didn't take it. Isaiah's going to drive in, and he lost it. Going up. Is he going up?
Shooting two. Oh.
No, they're saying, ooh. Coach Greg Alexander looking at the officials saying he was shooting the ball. If there was somebody who's worn a uniform here in Lincoln that knows about shooting it, it's Greg.
He shot a few times. It went in a lot, too.
Second team foul for Mahomet. Only one for the Railers. Sloan, now to Grunder. Grunder over to Dewberry in the corner. Back on top to Sloan.
You see now they've moved No to guarding Dewberry, probably their best defender right now on Isaac. Isaiah Bowers now with a nice pull up from about 7 feet, but they moved probably their best player over to the sophomore, who's been one of the bright spots here in this game for the Railers.
Isaiah now with 9. Railer lead is 4, 35-31. Benedict back to No. No brings a dribble between the circles over to Johnson. Johnson watched by Bowers. Flip on top to Campion. Tipped a little bit there by Isaiah, but into the hands of No. No double team. Almost a steal, and Ben's going to be whistled for the foul. Boy, just a step late.
Yeah, you're right.
A step late.
It was either him or Sloan, just over the outreach of Sloan's arms. And as you said, Grunder just a step later. That would have been a layup.
Second foul on the Railers, second on Ben. Railer basketball brought to you by St. Clair's Manor, Lincoln Park District here in the 2017-2018 season. 6:15 to go. Set a screen, 3 on the way, no good. All Railers there for the rebound, and it's Johnson who comes in and hits Holiday. Did Colton get a contact knocked out?
I don't know. He's playing with it. I mean, like it's something, but I sure wouldn't be playing with my contact. It must have been something on his finger.
Okay.
Band-Aid or something, because I know my contacts can't take that kind of abuse. They ripped, and don't mess with your eyes.
Bowers, Cannon, Grunder, Holiday, and Dewberry. Haven't seen much of Jermaine in the second half, and I think that's just a product of the style of play tonight.
Yeah, lack of, he's not moving on the backside. They've gotten a few scores on his side, and Coach, as well as I do, Jeff, if you don't play defense and they score on your side, you're not going to last very long out there.
5:45 to go. Railers up by 4, looking to extend. Dewberry. Grunder in the corner, a three. Missed it off the front of the rim. No good. No, up to Johnson. Back now to No. Benedict wide open in this corner. They get it to him. He fires. Three, no good. Isaiah high for the board.
Yeah, nice box out too by Dewberry. Got a guy on his backside and allowed Isaiah. I get Isaac and Isaiah mixed up a lot. And they both played for me at Chester East.
Did you get them confused then?
You think I would know? They were different times. You think I would know by now.
Isaiah over to Dewberry. Nice shot fake. Dribbles in. Little 15-footer. In and out.
Good shot, though. Thought he might have had a chance to go all the way to the hoop, but he pulled up that time and in and out. Boy, he's had some good shots, taken some good shots, good looks at the basket. It's got to be close to 10, aren't we?
4:45. Still at that 4-point lead. 35-31. No being watched by Cannon on Grunder's side. Johnson at the free throw line. He turns, picks up his dribble. Another three on the way. That's going to be no good.
Nice.
Again, box out by Holiday. Railer, thrown away and it's stolen. Over to No. No in the lane. Goes up for the shot off the glass. Count it, and he's fouled by Cannon. Boy, a great rebound by the Railers. And then a bad pass turns into possibly 3 points for the Bulldogs at 4:23 to go.
Yeah, and Holiday's just got to clear himself with that rebound. Did a good job of boxing out and a good job of attacking the rebound. Got it. But he was trapped underneath the basket on the, what we would call almost a short porch area right against the baseline. Didn't really have anywhere to go, but he's got to do a better job. Fake up and go around the defense.
No gets the free throw. And we're down to a 1-point game, 35-34. And after only having 4 at halftime, Corey No is now up to 13. And he came in averaging over 20. Isaiah with a crossover that got his defender on the ground. Unfortunately, the shot didn't fall. And this trip down, Mahomet looks to take the lead back.
Yeah, we've struggled on this end a little bit, Jeff. They've been throwing it, got it right in the middle there.
Inside No. Rebound tipped out to No. No will go and held ball as Isaiah came from the backside and put his hand right on the basketball. So good call by the official as Hamlin will check back in. So that alternating possession, it stays with Mahomet-Seymour. But the nice thing is it flips that arrow, so the next one will go to the Railers. But again, ball got in the middle. Too easy.
Yeah, too easy. And it's a direct pass from the outside right into, one of their better players.
No's three, high arcing three goes good. And Mahomet-Seymour takes the lead back at 37-35. Cannon now to Grunder. Grunder's going to drive in. Lane opens up. Scoop, and we're tied.
Yeah, nice drive by Grunder. And he's gotten to be really good at that, Jeff. Attacking that paint, getting in there, using his body, using that athleticism.
And a steal by the Railers. Railers come down. They just tied it on the shot from Grunder. Cannon goes in. Isaiah, left wing three. You betcha.
It wasn't a great. I would have taken the layup by Cannon, but he found Bowers on the perimeter, and Bowers able to knock down the three, so the Railers quickly take back the lead in a hurry. And boy, we needed that. A little fired up the crowd a little bit now, and hopefully get these guys going.
3:06 to go. Railers up 40-37. Again, thank you to the Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, Grimaldi Law Office, and Memorial Sports Care at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital for their sponsorship of Railer basketball. And boy, I tell you what, Josh, big moment for the Railers there when No hits the three for them to take the lead. And then the Railers quickly run off 5 in a row to get the lead right back.
Railers 4 of 16 from 3. Mahomet 2 of 11. Right now, Bowers has 2. Dewberry with 2. Scorings, Bowers with 12, Grunder with 10, Dewberry off the bench with 10. 6 for Holiday and 2 for Titus Cannon. Need a big stop here, Jeff. 3 minutes left, the Railers up 3.
Inside to No. No goes right by the defender, flips it up. Won't go down, but he'll go to the line shooting 2. and see if that will go on either Hamlin or Dewberry.
Give it.
That's going to be on Isaac, his first. Fourth on the team, and there's no back to the line.
Yeah, a guy you don't want to get there. Pretty confident shooter. Senior, has been in this situation a lot in his career, I'm sure.
First one on the way, up and good.
Going to be a 3-time all-selection on the tournament after Saturday. So at least I'm voting for him.
Yeah, 40-38, 40-39, he gets them both. So once again, that Railer lead is only at 1. Welcome to the Apollo.
Yeah, it's a good way to start it.
2:40 left.
Now a point to look at too, Jeff. The Railers with 14 fouls, Mahomet with just 3. So they've got to figure out, Coach Benedict's got to figure out, one, if he doesn't start fouling a little bit, get a little closer to the bonus, the Railers can continue to run off some time. I don't know that Mahomet has the speed to really, speed us up like a Southeast would, where it's really hard to hold the ball against a team like Southeast or Lanphier. They've got to think about trying to jump some passing lanes here and also, look at their foul total.
They try to lob it into Jermaine, but it's out of bounds, tipped away by Coleman. And well, this is the same angle we had on Wednesday night, and Jermaine's fighting for that position. They just don't seem to have a good, clean look at an entry pass.
No, we've really struggled in the first 3 games to get him the ball. He's struggled a little bit to get
There
open.
they go. They get it to Jermaine with the dribble and has it rejected away. That dribble gave the defense just enough time to get over there for the block. And now Mahomet with the basketball, looking to take the lead back. Benedict to Johnson. Back out, swing it quickly to Benedict. Now to No. Left side, 3 on the way is good.
Yeah, wrong guy to leave open.
Corey No now with 21. It's a 42-40 game. Railers down by 2. Cannon on top to Isaiah. Shot fake in the lane. Turns from 14. A little too strong. No. Hamlin tried to grab it, and the rebound is tipped over to Benedict. So now Mahomet. And Isaiah's going to be whistled for the foul as he knocked it away from No. Isaiah, his second, 15. 1:05 to go. Holiday in, Hamlin out. I'm going out on a limb here. If the Railers end up having to foul somebody, don't foul No.
No. No. No more No.
Inbound to Benedict in the backcourt. We're at 1 minute, 60 seconds left in this one, and a foul in the backcourt, and that'll go against Titus. For Titus, his third, and I think that kind of sets it up, Josh, for if the Railers get to the point where they think they're going to need to foul to send them to the line. They're at 16 fouls, so now they are in the bonus. No. Back over to Veldman. Veldman near side to Coleman. Cross court to No. No's going to drive baseline. Gets underneath. Johnson there for the layup. Nice play by No as he drove in and handed it to Johnson, who was wide open. Railers are down 4. Cannon's 3 on the way. Back rim, No. Fight for the rebound. Comes down to Mahomet. We're under 30 seconds to go. And No just dribbling through traffic, and he is fouled. No will go to the line shooting 1 and bonus.
Yeah, a little bit of a difference there with, basically No's puts his team on his back. He's hit some big shots. He wants the ball down the stretch, and he's delivered.
No, the senior, free throw up, and he got it. Well, make or miss. It's still just going to be a 2-possession game, but now you're needing to hit from long range.
Yeah, we've only got 4 of those on 17 tries.
Second free throw is good. 46-40. Isaiah, long three off the front of the rim. No, Holiday goes in strong, and he's going to go to the line shooting too. So Colton with a chance to score, most importantly, with the clock stopped.
Yeah, you're right. Good rebound by Holiday. Ill-advertent three, really desperate. You know, it's a little too far out, I would say, for Bowers. But, yeah, that Noah's pretty much put the Bulldogs on his back, and he's been able to deliver.
Holiday's first free throw goes down. Well, before that free throw, they were on a 9-0 run. 7 of the points came from No. The other 2 was when he drove the baseline and handed to a wide-open Johnson as the Railers collapsed on him. Second one from Colton. Got the bounce. 46-42. 17 seconds to go. Yeah, No's the one they're going to want to have the basketball, and if you've got to foul somebody, you can't let it run too long, and No will go to the line for more free throws.
Yeah, 23 on the night for No. You know, just looking ahead to tomorrow, Danville's got a tough road tomorrow also. You know, they got the Railers at 1 o'clock, and then if I'm not mistaken, I don't think they've played Mahomet yet, so they're going to be playing Mahomet. That's going to be
the 6:30
game at 6:30 as well. Yeah, you're right.
13.2 to go, 46-42. A miss here would be great. Made it. 47-42. Second one. Good again. 48-42, down to 10 seconds. Titus down the lane, lost the basketball. No, flips ahead to Johnson. Johnson will hold it in the lane, and time will tick away on this one. The final score, Mahomet 48, Lincoln 42. Railers fall to 2-1 on the season. Mahomet improves to 3-0. Once again, our final score, Mahomet-Seymour 48, Lincoln 42 in the opener of Apollo Conference play for the Railers. They dropped to 2-1 in the tournament. As we said, Mahomet-Seymour is still a perfect 3-0. We'll take a timeout and be back with the Josh Komnick Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic Center postgame show. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball. Coach Neil Alexander, and Coach, you knew coming in that it was going to be a tight game because it just seems that the styles of these two teams you talked about at Wednesday night are very similar. But in the end, it felt like when Mahomet needed a big play, they knew who they were going to go to. For the Railers, it seemed like there was a lot of question out there who was going to be the person to make that big play. But Corey No for Mahomet, he's as good as advertised, 25 points, and all but 2 of his points in the fourth quarter for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, can you believe that? You know, I guess we forgot that he was on the court when he didn't score or whatever. I think he had, 2 or 4 at half. And I guess, you know, we just felt that he wasn't a very good player when, you know, we told him he gets his hands, he's going to make things happen. And then we started cheating and didn't cover the middle. And once he got the ball in the middle, it was just layup after layup. We got up 6, and we don't understand. It's like we just totally go out of what got us a 6-point lead. And then we start gambling and doing things that you're not supposed to, and that's what happens. So we've got a lot to learn. I still think they can be a good basketball team, but we've got a long way to go. And you know, I don't know how many turnovers they have. Not very many. 6, and I can't even remember those 6. And if you take care of the ball against us, it ain't going to happen. Those things aren't going to, you know, because they outplayed us and out-executed us.
Yeah, Coach, and probably out-toughed us for a lot of that game too. There was several times, it doesn't happen a lot. We gave up a lot of easy baskets around the basket. You know, No late in the game drove baseline and shoveled off to a guy wide open underneath for a basket, and then a couple times No goes coast to coast 2 times in a row, I believe, back to back.
That's when we have a 6-point lead.
Yeah, you know, and I had mentioned that doesn't happen against us, and he went ahead and did it twice.
Yeah, you know, those are things that that really is hard for me to swallow and our coaches, because we worked hard at covering the middle, and the ball can't get in the middle, and that's the basic foundation. And our backs have got to rotate, and we got to be active, and we weren't very active. And then when things went bad, they really went bad. We had chances to make layups. We don't make layups. But, give them some credit. They're very well coached. Chad does a great job with them, and they execute to the T. And they execute like I feel like we should be executing. And, we've got to continue to strive for that execution and being able to hit them with something that is important. And, we got guys getting away. They're not in the right spots, and I guess that's my fault. But, it's the same stuff that we've ran for
since he was
28 years. I'm sure he knows most of them. He could go out and run through them.
Not run.
I'd agree with that.
Coach, talk a little bit about you did get an unexpected lift off the bench tonight from Isaac Dewberry. He came in, and it almost felt when he got in it was that we've got to find somebody to bring some energy. And when he came in and did some really nice things for you.
Well, and he's capable of doing that, but we want to see it every day.
Right.
We have to be prepared, and we don't play, and he's not the only one. We got everybody that thinks practice is a drag, and practice isn't supposed to be fun. If you're going to win basketball games and beat good teams, you got to prepare. And over the course of time, how we beat teams is by good, hard-nosed, playing hard, playing smart basketball. And again, we had a 6-point lead there, and we just kind of let it go. We didn't cover the three, out-of-bounds plays. We walked through them all morning today, and we gave up probably 10 points on out-of-bounds plays underneath the basket. Very simple little things that, and we substituted people in and out because people just weren't ready to play. But again, they executed, and when you execute, they put pressure on us, they guarded us, and Chad's a great friend of mine, and I think their team was a much better team tonight.
Well, Coach, it doesn't get easy tomorrow because the 1 o'clock game is what we talked about. I mean, we figured they're in the 70s, 80s scoring is Danville, and the first game of the 2 of Saturday is always that hard game to see, figure out what the team's going to be like, because it's just the band's not here. The lights out doesn't happen. It's just an odd atmosphere here, and strange thing always happen in those games. But with Danville, hands very full with them.
They're a very good basketball team. They got great players that know how to play, and if you throw them in and us perform our defense where we leave the middle open, God, they'll have dunk after dunk after dunk on us.
Well, their point guard, Kendall Moore, is very good.
Oh, man, he's going to Drake, and, he's very quick. He's smooth with the ball. He's a leader. He's unselfish. I think they play very well. They play well together. They like playing, and we got to see what they're going to do. Last year, they surprised us and come out with a zone. I don't know what they're going to do this time, so we got to be prepared. They played man all the first 3 games, but we would expect man, but we'll have to see what happens here.
And the other thing, Coach, that we've even forgot to mention is not only do you fall to 2-1 here in the tournament, unfortunately you start the Apollo 0-1.
And there's only 12 games.
Right.
That's the other thing. Plus you gave up your home court. And we talked about that, but winning basketball games is not easy, and you have to put it together, and you got to play together as a group, and we've got to do much better at it.
All right, Coach, we'll let you go after this one, and we'll see you a couple times tomorrow, starting with Danville at 1. Should be interesting, and because we've seen that Danville can put up points, and Railers are going to have to put a lot of things together that we didn't see tonight to come away with the win tomorrow.
Yeah, they're very good, very smooth, very athletic, and they like to get up and down the floor. So we'll have to come to play, and you can't give up on these kids because I think they got a lot of fight in them. And I know our coaches will work. Are we discouraged tonight? Yes, but that's a growing process that we have to go through. And hopefully we can bounce back tomorrow. But we are playing a very, very good basketball team tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
All right, Coach, we'll let you go, and we'll see you back here tomorrow at Roy S. Anderson for the first of 2.
Okay, see you.
Railers fall tonight. Final score 48-42. We'll be back in 30 seconds to wrap things up. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Lincoln Railer Basketball on 96.3 WLCN and WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Grau Incorporated, Schneider Chiropractic, Headline Salon, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Fifth Street Food Mart, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, The Carpet House, Rickham State Farm Insurance, Lincoln IGA, Lincoln College, Bright Ideas Screen Printing and Embroidery, St. Clair's Manor, Lincoln Park District, Grimaldi Law Office, Memorial Sports Care at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, Stacy's Family Pharmacy, Lincoln Dare, Eaton Corporation, Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, Lincoln Printers, Chicago Street Rentals, and by Four Corners Lube.